I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on it if you want it. I'm on it, I'm on it, I can get that green and want it. I'm on it, I'm on it, we can win if you don't float it. Cause all that stuff and bring the law, man, that shit's on it.
It's on me, motherfucker, Mr. Patent Leather. Cause I love to shine anytime, any weather. But it's chillin' season, cause right now it's killing season. Niggas itching for a reason, just to see you third season. Yeah, that mean fall, nigga. Ever since a small nigga, he once told me you can't trust all niggas, so you can get lost, nigga. Or working with the law, nigga. I don't know what you talking about or what you thought you saw, nigga. See, in this dirty game, it's all about the feel. So if I feel you real, then you can get the deal. And if you get the deal, just keep it on the low though. Cause if a nigga squeal, then we ain't gon' see no go no more.
I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on it if you want it. I'm on it, I'm on it, I can get that green and bone it. I'm on it, I'm on it, we can win if you don't float it. Cause all that stuff and bring the law, man, that shit's so phony. I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on it if you want it. I'm on it, I'm on it, I can get that green and bone it. I'm on it, I'm on it, we can win if you don't float it. Cause all that stuff and bring the law, man, that shit's so phony.
I touch it, weigh it up and trust it. Everything that nigga saying, I know he wouldn't fuck me. He hopped up in my buggy, dropped me off a club limb. Them bitches good, they A1. I ain't frontin' none of them. I shake and make a move here, I shake and make a move there. I shake and make a moves on the low. I stay away from them squares. Ain't no time for no prison. Too old to be betting. I ain't no spring chicken. Less niggas know the less snitching. Play the game tight lippin'. In and out, stay trippin'. I ain't fuckin' with you. You don't know niggas in the convincing.
I'm on it, I'm on it if you want it. I'm on it, I'm on it, I can get that green and bone it. I'm on it, I'm on it, we can win if you don't float it. Cause all that stuff and bring the law, man, that shit's so phony. I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on it if you want it. I'm on it, I'm on it, I can get that green and bone it. I'm on it, I'm on it, we can win if you don't float it. Cause all that stuff and bring the law, man, that shit's so phony.
Cause fuck my life up when he introduced me to them yams. And ever since then I've been going ham, getting ham. Gotta watch what you dealing with when you fuckin' with contraband. Cause everybody's a witness, even your right hand. Cause all them people need is the right man for them to get what's left of you, goddamn. And I be goddamn if the conversation at the end of my run. It's a number one, it's an honor, coming up when I was young. Cause everybody talking, and even more people looking. And they serving up hella years for them niggas that's cooking.
I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on it if you want it. I'm on it, I'm on it, I can get that green and bone it. I'm on it, I'm on it, we can win if you don't float it. Cause all that stuff and bring the law, man, that shit's so phony. I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on it if you want it. I'm on it, I'm on it, I can get that green and bone it. I'm on it, I'm on it, we can win if you don't float it. Cause all that stuff and bring the law, man, that shit's so phony.
Let's fucking go. They wanna analyze, they don't never wanna do. When it come time to make decisions, why you always find them sitting on the bench? Well, I'm in the game, bitch. Won't you stay in your lane, bitch? Cause you ain't shit, never had shit, ain't never gonna be shit. Don't switch up for fame, it's not in your fortune. Cloud of your past, future distorted. I see it clearly, you underground. Cue up the beat, sending the clowns.
Message.
All they do is talk, nobody wanna listen.
Yeah.
We do is walk. Let's fucking go.
We came here to win. If you in the way, can nobody stop?
Nobody.
Hooray!
Let's fucking go.
We came here to win. If you in the way, can nobody stop? Hooray!
Let's fucking go. Final night, bounce right back. Stand that base, no track. This is my gift, no gap. I get the gross, no tax. Real credit, I got no max. Been wanna go check my stats. Go y'all, I'm in my bag. I treat like a man, nobody can stop me. Killing this shit for the jump. I had to leap in the front, second to none. I am the one. I fit in the gaps. I put the team on my back, and now the city on the map. Let's fucking go.
But never no action. Whenever they post me, the goat be they caption. They see me ballin' and they see me winning. Now they jump in wagons, but we gotta tax them. I put up numbers, so they gotta pay me. 90 or better whenever they rate me. I put that work and I never was lazy. I move like a king, that's how my mama raised me. Baby, I'm gifted, that momentum shifted as soon as I stepped out on the field. Ain't come to play, we came to win. Yeah, you know the drill. Coach let me at him, I stop all that chatter, let's go get the dub. Don't nothing else matter. We come from the bottom, now we up the ladder. Whoever
Let's fucking go.
We came here to win. If you in the way, can nobody stop?
Let's go.
Hooray!
Let's fucking go.
We came here to win. If you in the way, can nobody stop?
Nobody.
Hooray!
Let's fucking go.
Yes, Saturday, baby. We live at the barbecue.
For sure.
Yeah, you kicking it with the Big Body family. You know you're gonna hear some nice tunes. Definitely gonna get into some news you can use. We got that nourishment for the soul. Alright, now remember, this is what you can call edutainment, where content will be some of the finest gumbo that you're gonna get digitally. Alright, and it's important that we continue to get the participant engagement. You engaging with us is extremely important. It keeps it fun and keeps it spicy, you know. So shoot us some comments. We definitely gonna get with you.
Yeah.
I'm BigOTheKIng and I'm here with
Chairman.
all right, and we got a wonderful show planned for y'all today. Just remember, 9 p.m. every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Hit one of your homies. Tell them jump on with us.
Yeah, it's good convo, man.
Yeah. Let them, you know. We trying to give people a platform so they could talk some of that shit they've been talking. You know, so you know, here's a platform. Let's hear it. We want to hear it. We want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
All right. So just a reminder, what you got coming your way. We're gonna do some current events. We're gonna go down the line. You can tell us if you give a shit. You don't give a shit. We're gonna try to keep it pushing. All right. Then we're going to jump into We All We Got. We're going to discuss a specific topic just regarding our community, how we can lift each other up, our brothers and sisters. Then we're going to put something on the grill.
That's right.
All right? And that's where we review the newest, the hottest albums, singles, national and local. We'll even bring you some products in the future.
For sure.
So definitely stay tuned for that. And last but not least, we got Trill Ass Trivia. Every week we're going to ask a question. You know, some are easy, some are hard. But most importantly, we giving away cash prizes. All right, so, you know, all we ask is that you put in your Cash App and you give us the right answer. And we got some money coming right your way. Cha-ching, cha-ching. All right. That sound good? We got any birthdays this week?
Nah, but it's something coming.
Some coming. Ooh, yeah. Some coming.
Yeah.
So we want to give a shout out to everybody with a birthday or anniversary. You know, big up to y'all. Hope you had a good time celebrating. You know what I'm saying? But I had a pretty good week. How about you?
Also, I had a great week, man.
Yeah.
Being alive proves so.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I made it. You know what I'm saying?
We seeing it more than ever.
Made it.
We made it. We here. We
Yeah.
back, baby.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, man. So, all right. Hot topic. I want my winnings in stocks. Yeah, all right. Well, then that's where you should put it. we ain't telling you where you gotta put that bread. We gonna send it to you. You can put it away.
Yeah.
Buy something with it. You know what I'm saying? Should have bought that Dogecoin before they had that Super Bowl last year. Had a couple G's.
How is the cryptocurrency market doing these days? I used to keep up with it, but when it crashed, I kind of like, you know.
Oh yeah, I don't pay it any mind. I think they were saying how gold is looking better and better these days. You know, but like, I mean, gold. They say gold has been the same price for the last 12 years, but it is a you technically know what you're gonna get when you get gold, but you get these crypto joints and it's. Yeah. You know, whichever way the wind blows, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Like, one day you up, boy, and then the next day you like.
That's why you flip it, you get rid of some, you get rid of most, and you keep some.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because then if that some becomes even more valuable, then you get a little more off of it. Yeah. So you just want to flip it, pull out, and hold some, and that's it. You know what I mean? It go a little higher.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
he's like flip it. I'm like, whoa, wait, yo, you talking about something different?
You already. It's always the same formula.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything's about building it and then selling it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's building and selling, creating, building and selling. So you buy low, you sell high. You know what I'm saying? You create a desire for it or a value for it, and then you sell, right?
Yeah. Well, speaking of creating value, you're talking about, I think the biggest brand that we got in, you got that, they got the show coming on tomorrow. The biggest Ball of the year is gonna be happening tomorrow.
The true
We got two black quarterbacks.
That's a good thing, right?
You know, at least it's gonna happen before the world ends. Yeah, so we gotta hold on for at least 24 hours. I think the game started like 6:30. Anybody got money on the game? Who you got?
Who would you put your money on?
Who would I put my money on? I'm gonna put my money on myself, and since I ain't playing, I ain't putting no money on neither one of these niggas.
But if you just
I would
a gentleman's bet.
Bet. I bet some push-ups.
And who would you bet on? Who would you weigh that on?
So I'm going with Hurts because the team seems to be more complete now. That's what my mind tells me to do. Now, my gut says that they're going to find a way to get Patrick Mahomes a win. You know what I'm saying? Because Tom Brady is leaving now. You know what I'm saying? And it's good for the story if Mahomes wins. And Mahomes has been there. This is what, third time?
Is Mahomes injured?
They both injured.
Oh.
Hurts can't really throw the ball because he hurt his shoulder.
Oh.
But Mahomes only hurt his leg, so he can't run, but he could throw.
Okay.
So it's like they both hurt. The Eagles, they got all three phases of the game. Their team is stacked. They can play defense, offense, special teams. The Chiefs, they just got their offense is just the shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I've seen
saying?
them play.
So you say the Chiefs. You say the Chiefs over 2.5. All right, look, there you go. You got some that's some intel right there. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs over 2.5. So if you I don't normally go down to to the bookies and give them my hard-earned money. But if you're doing that, you got some advice. You know what I'm saying? Chiefs over 2.5. All right, yo. I'm gonna bet you some push-ups on that. I bet you some push-ups. I bet you 25 push-ups that the Eagles win. You know what I'm saying?
Who is that making that bet with you?
Devin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I bet you 25 push-ups. They say, I just want to see a good game. If I was betting, I would go with the Chiefs. It's a good bet. You know, that's a good bet. I bet you they gonna make some money. They gonna make some money tomorrow. But they said that they bet laps on the track. Yeah, okay. They said that they anticipate $16 billion in bets tomorrow.
Americans got money, huh?
Yeah.
Americans got money.
$16 billion being bet tomorrow on the Super Bowl. You know, and apparently you could bet the color of the Gatorade. You could bet if it's gonna be a heads or tails.
Really?
Yeah.
What we talking about? Real bets?
Real bets. They got prop bets. So you could take a prop bet, put some money down. You know what I'm saying? I want to bet $100 it's gonna be his, the coin toss. And you can win some money.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's a money grab. That's
Oh
what's
yeah,
up.
absolutely. So I mean I ain't mad at him.
You're not a gambling man.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not it don't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be if I lose $1, I'm gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying?
He said Devin said you can bet if Rihanna has a wardrobe malfunction.
Ooh, yeah.
that would be buzzworthy. That would be give a shit worthy, right? And that would be a good marketing. Because I seen that the artists don't get paid for the Super Bowl performance.
No.
They actually spend their own money. They said Dre spent like $7 million to pull off that production. Somebody else spent that amount as well. Oh, The Dream. Well, not The Dream, The Weeknd.
The Weeknd, he spent $10 million.
Yeah, they said, and Dre spent like close to that for the same thing. But I can dig it too because it's like, look, think about how much you're going to get that back just on streams and all the other shit that comes with just putting yourself back in front of, you know, the American audience, you know, especially if they haven't seen you in a while, like Rihanna.
Oh.
So all her streams are gonna go up. She'll be able to run a tour this summer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially after this Beyonce shit, but you know.
I mean, think about the deals you could make on the back end just having your face on that screen for 10 to 15 minutes.
Right.
It's like you could be in commercials. Right. You know, oh, you want to spend all that money on commercials?
Them
spend it with me.
Them viewership numbers is just like your internet numbers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be able to monitor, you know, who's still watching as opposed to who's not during the halftime show. So
yeah.
that'll bring value to your relevance. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
For investors, well, especially with her coming back. This will determine the length, the size of her bag, on the re-entry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like what type of opportunities will be out there for her?
And she already got a lingerie company worth like $1 billion.
Oh yeah, already. So she
ain't no slouch.
Pardon me.
Yeah, shorty.
Pardon me, ma'am. You feel me? Pardon me, ma'am.
It's real sunny wherever she at when she wake up.
Yeah.
It could be raining still when she wake up. You know what I'm saying?
Alrighty, man.
Oh man. Well, speaking of sunny, you know, it's they got KD in the Sunshine Band.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? KD and the Sunshine Band. Yeah. How y'all feel about the 9-9 team, the new 9-9 team? Is anybody play NBA Live or NBA? Is it NBA Live anymore? What is it? Or is it NBA 2K? I don't know. I ain't played it in a minute, but I bet you whoever playing that, They picking the Suns right now. They done loaded their rosters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody give a shit about this? You give a shit about KD going to the Suns?
I like KD, where he goes, you know, and I heard he's like one of the best players, right? He's like a great player.
Yeah, absolutely. They said that, so the Phoenix Suns didn't have a chance to win the NBA championship. The moment that he got traded, and he hadn't even played the game yet,
Yeah.
their odds, they jumped up to the number 2 odds of winning the championship. You know, that's how good he is.
That's what's up, though.
You
Yeah,
know?
they say it was him in Golden State. Yeah?
He did. He made a difference in Golden State for sure.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't take it from him.
Yeah, no. He definitely made a difference. He was the man, because I think at that point, like Steph and Clay, they had a issue with the killer instinct. They ain't had that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but
hopefully, like,
that boy had it. You know what I'm saying?
or maybe, like, I don't know. He need to go somewhere where it's, you know, I don't know.
Somebody said, is it true that that Ben Simmons girl left him after KD left and made the deal? Now she went. Now she fucking with Devin Booker now. Ain't that crazy how that works?
But what's the motto? The hose is for everybody, right?
Yeah, hey. Players is chosen.
There you go.
Yeah, players is chosen.
There you go.
And they chose Kevin Durant. Now, I wonder if he had a say in where he was going to go, especially since, you know the reason why he left? He left because Kyrie left. Kyrie did that. Kyrie the one, yo.
We talked about that guy.
Yeah. That boy, he understand business.
Yeah.
That boy said, look, if y'all ain't going to give me a contract, I see how y'all fucking over Lamar Jackson over there on our sport. You ain't gonna do that shit to me.
He ain't gonna have that. He gets better outcomes when he gets
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really applaud that guy. I applaud how he gets when he gets it. You feel me? He takes his stands and he gets good results.
Yeah, we giving it up for Kyrie.
Yeah.
It's a great business decision.
Yeah.
He sat up there, he's like, okay, first of all, he balling out of control.
Yeah.
He like, oh, okay, yeah, it's my contract, yeah. Oh, all right. Oh, Nike wanna drop me? Oh, I don't care. Guess what? I'm still gonna go out here and drop 30 and 40 on you niggas. And I'm gonna make it look easy.
Yeah.
I make it look. I make it look.
Gravy on my phenom, baby.
Yeah.
I had a ton of paper. They still couldn't trace me.
Woo!
To me, that's that stupid shit. Who wants to be a duplicate? You know an imitation come with limitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
That boy knew, man. That boy was like,
Yeah.
let me get up out of here. I'm getting out of here. Y'all ain't gonna give me no check. Watch this. I'm a ball out of control.
Yeah.
You said so we got somebody said I'll take the field over the Suns. Yeah, they haven't played together yet. I gotta see them play. And then we got someone says that I was hoping Kyrie came to my Lakers. Yeah. Oh, the Lakers, man. So the Lakers in this deal, it's crazy how I think it's all by design how they did all this. So right around the Super Bowl, the NBA got its trade deadline. You know, so now it's like the NBA competing with the NFL viewership because they want to still be relevant. Because then once the Super Bowl ends, it's all basketball. Ain't no niggas watching no hockey, man. I mean, some people. Don't get me wrong. Some people watching it. I don't watch hockey. You know what I'm saying? What you say? The Lakers are trash. They fighting words. LeBron get the record and they can't even win the game. Woo! Oh man, symbols without substance. Symbols without substance. That's what that is. Since we talking about them, since we talking about them, since we talking about these symbols without substance, you know what I'm saying? Where LeBron go at, man? Man, symbols without substance. You know, you got the LeBron, man. Is he the GOAT? What do y'all think? Is LeBron the GOAT, the greatest of all time in basketball?
He's the greatest scorer, right?
Statistically, he is the greatest scorer.
So does by being the greatest scorer, does that make you the GOAT, the greatest of all time? Just by scoring? It's more to it than that, right?
It is.
Okay.
It's more to it than just scoring. You got, but they said so. He's gonna be. They said he's gonna be the only one to have 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 10,000 assists. Nobody has that stat line. You know, nobody. I ain't. Don't get me wrong. I ain't mad at LeBron. He did it. He did it. Now, for those that didn't know, Kareem. Oh, okay. He not better than Kobe. I don't think he is either. That's just me. Now, Kareem broke this record in 1984. So this record has been standing since 1984. That's 39 years that record has been standing. That Kareem had. So I think the record is older than LeBron. He broke that record before LeBron was born. Yeah,
and his record will be broken too.
Yeah,
you know,
it's only a record. Yeah, I don't think it makes him the GOAT though.
There you go.
I still think Michael
the Jordan.
Yeah.
So who's your top three of all time? What would you say?
My top three of all time?
So is LeBron in there?
Yo, I watched a documentary on Bill Russell the other day.
Okay.
And the shit that he went through. Now, he left the University of San Francisco, then went to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they like Boston is, you know, they in the North, but they was the most racist city in the North. You know?
Yeah.
And you got all these people who claim to be progressive even at that time. But he experienced a high level of racism. He said it was even more so when he was playing the games than it was in the South.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the N-words he was getting, they wouldn't serve him places and all this and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, for him to even go through that and win 11 championships,
mm-hmm.
I think that's to be commended. You know, I don't think that's ever going to happen again. You know, so, and I know the competition was different because the league was all white back then. I'm not saying that white people can't hoop. I'm just saying that he was just better than, you know, he could jump higher. You know what I'm saying? He was swat. He changed the game. Like, apparently they were like, you can't leave your feet when you playing defense. And he was like, fuck that.
Sounds like life, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like life.
He's like, fuck that. They try to score. I'm blocking that shit.
Every time we figure a way to master the game, you know what I mean? They change the rules.
Change the rules.
Every time.
And he won 2 of them when he was coaching. He was a player coach, so I don't think we'll ever see that again.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Oh shit, we got Kobe, Mike, Tim Duncan, Magic Johnson, and Shaq. Well, two Lakers made it. 3 Lakers, because Shaq was a Laker. Yeah. So you ain't showing LeBron no love, man. LeBron don't get no love. He did bring a chip there. Now it's an asterisk because it was in the bubble. You know, it was in the bubble, so wasn't no pressure, wasn't no fans out there. Somebody said you can't even count on LeBron to make a free throw at the end.
Yeah, he's not a killer.
Yeah,
he's not a finisher, and that's so how you can't be the greatest of all time
if you're not a finisher.
You ain't got no killer instinct.
Yeah, you ain't no killer.
Yeah, and he needed Ray Allen to hit that one bucket. He also needed Kyrie to hit that bucket in the end to ice the Warriors. They almost lost that shit. I'm glad they got it. He did bring that shit, but he did win the championship with 3 different teams.
Okay.
You know, which is, but he still ain't the greatest.
So you say Jordan is?
Jordan is the greatest to ever do it. To ever wear.
What y'all think? Who would y'all say who was the great? Okay, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan, Magic Johnson, and Shaq. My 5. Okay, yeah. I'm not a basketball fan, but I would say Jordan. Kobe. No, Jordan, Will Chamberlain.
Oh yeah.
Kobe, and then LeBron.
Oh, they talked about Wilt is the reason why players are getting getting bigger contracts. Because he was like, look, if I'm good, I should be paid for it.
Yeah.
And he was the one, he got the biggest contract. And then Bill Russell was like, I just want $1 more than him because I'm better than him.
Who, Bill Russell?
Yeah. He got
like
it. They gave it to him.
He knew business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that Wilt was the GOAT with the ladies. Yeah. He got bodies, boy. He got bodies.
So he had 5 figures, right? He hit 5 figures on the women tip.
They said he had 10,000 bodies. Somebody was like, do the math, yo.
It was 10,000. Is that right? It's 10,000. I thought it was 20. Maybe by the time it got to me, niggas threw yeast on it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look. Either way, monogamy wasn't his thing.
Yeah. Hey man, we talk about Sawyer Royal Oats.
Oh man,
gracious. God damn.
How you have time for that? And then the energy to go and play. Come on, yo. You mean to tell me he should have been? He might as well just been permanently asleep. How you gonna get some work done? You got 10,000 bodies, yo. Come on, yo. Well,
that's multiples. That's just multiples in a night.
Yeah.
Right?
I bet you he ain't do no 10,000 dinners.
Who said you had to use? Who said you had to use a 3-pack on one person? Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got a point there. It's enough to go around.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, maybe it's 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 rounds, 3 rounds in the clip.
Got 3 bullets in this guy.
Yeah, did they have Sam's Club back then? The Costco? I wonder they had one of them stores you got buying and bought. He was buying and bought.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
If he was smart. Right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Back then, did they even believe in that back then?
They had cow doors. Hey, yo, no bullshit, yo. Motherfucking cow door, yo. That's crazy. How shit like in this era is the shit, but then later it seems so cheap and corny. But it was the shit in this era. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. But cow door, you look back now, like damn, compared to like Walmart and other shit like that, it's like damn, that shit, dude. You think back then looked cheap, like the color patterns of the logo and the whole shit about it.
Cause they wasn't putting their money into that. They didn't care about that.
Yeah.
They was probably.
I think because just a name carried.
Right.
You didn't need so much marketing. It was a name carried. It had a certain standard.
Mm-hmm.
And you went there expecting that versus now the market is kind of more flooded.
And think about the moment they start putting that marketing budget behind these companies, then their prices just skyrocket. They go through the roof for the same product. It's not improving the product, it's just improving the reach of where they product can get.
Exactly.
And then it's like, matter of fact, I think then they start diluting their product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all blow. Everything is blow. You know, give them the raw up front. Give them, you know what I mean? Put it on, you feel me, on a low number, and as the numbers come up, as your clientele come up, you cutting back. Look at the cognacs and look at everything. Look at toilet paper. Look at everything. You feel me? Everything they cut back. The more we buy it, the more they begin to cut back on the quality of it.
Because they don't wanna not be able to provide and make money. As a matter of fact, they said like stuff like toilet paper, all that stuff like that. Mark Cuban had said something like, buy as much of it as you can at once, because you always gonna need it and it don't go bad.
Yeah, I know some old heads that used to do that. If it's on sale, they'll just get a bunch of it at that time.
Yeah, you always gonna use it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But then you have to have
storage.
You have to have capital. You know, you have to have liquid. You gotta have available capital to seize the opportunity.
Right, that's true.
If you getting by, just get something on sale, I still can maybe get one more.
Yeah.
I can't get 10 of them. I would like to. You know what I'm saying? That person that may be going through that can't capitalize on those deals. But if you have the cash, if you have the liquid or credit, then you should stock up while things are on sale.
Yeah. Now, speaking of that, as while we, going down this list and stuff like that, I think that's important to touch on, like little things that you can do, like in terms of stocking up. You should. I feel like it's important that we take that seriously. Mm-hmm. Like we saw what happened when everybody bought up. They was buying up all the toilet paper, and paper towels and all the cleaning products and stuff like that.
Right.
And we think like, oh man, Lamar's gonna be there and this and that and this and that. Even if you can get you a little something.
I definitely wouldn't have that attitude now.
Yeah.
Like the way things changing from day to day.
Right.
You definitely can't count on anything being available tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or being the same tomorrow. So like you really gotta capitalize on things that you can while they're available.
Yep.
Because I don't trust anything.
And tomorrow, the price is going up tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. You
go in there one day. I can't remember, man. It's like it's keep happening to me. You go into the store, it's like, yeah, I need that. I'll get it later. And you see, it's like you should grab it, but then you don't grab it. And you come back and get it, you be like, what the fuck? Like, what, they add a zero on there? And you know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people don't really pay attention. They just continue to consume.
Right.
And they'll pay the extra and move along. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that you're losing because you're spending more for the same thing, sometimes less.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you are coming up short. Really. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're coming up short on that because you're making the same, but things are going up.
Yeah.
But you're not paying attention and you're paying more in small increments and you realize that you're losing now.
Mm-hmm.
That what you was saving or that little you was putting up, you're actually digging back in that now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you're spending more. You know what I mean? But it happens so small, right? And it's the things that you need. You don't give it much thought. You just do it.
You just do it.
Yeah. You feel me? Then before you know it, into the year, I didn't save as much this year as I did last year. Or I don't have as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's that's how they nickel and dime you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nickel and dime you where you don't see it. Shaving it, and then but you're losing. You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of losing, Chris Brown lost recently, and he gonna be digging in the crates. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be digging in the crates and pulling out some of them joints so he could win a Grammy. Mm-hmm. He think he got beat. What's the dude? His name is Robert Glasper. You can see him on the screen on the right. He beat out Chris Brown, and Chris Brown was like, "Who the fuck is he?" You know what I mean? And he was mad as shit. Yo stole my award, yo. What the fuck? How the fuck he win a Grammy? But
You say he started to feel entitled.
yeah, he started to feel entitled. Like the award was his. It was his award.
Well, you can get used to it year after year, and you have no competition.
Yeah. Then come to find out that he actually is a somebody. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, this boy, he scored Issa Rae movie, The Photograph. He also worked on Kendrick Lamar to Pimp a Butterfly album. You know, now I'm sure he knew about the Pimp a Butterfly, but he probably ain't know that he worked on that album. You know, and I think that goes to show, like, we hear all this music and stuff like that, but people don't consider all the work that goes into it and all the people that are integral part of creating a record that you can enjoy, that whether you could be riding with your girl, listen to something nice, you know what I'm saying? Or you could be vibing out, you know what I'm saying? Getting ready for work, you know what I'm saying? Or you could be partying with your homies, you know what I'm saying? Y'all put on something slick, you know? It's a lot of work that goes into that. And people I think because music is so oversaturated, you know, you've got people that are stuck in their silos. For example, like Chris Brown, where he doing his own thing and he might not be listening to people that he doesn't think are relevant.
And it also, like you say, even though him being in the South, also speaks to his peer group.
That's true.
They're supposed to be, you know, listening to see what's else out there and bringing things and saying, you heard this, you up on this, you up on that.
Right.
Instead of just allow him to be comfortable.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he need to look inside too and see what his people around him are doing. He just got a bunch of yes men around him, and nobody's not really like exposing him to other things. You know what I mean?
That's actually a good point. You know, and I'm gonna second that statement and say, look, whatever you do, don't surround yourself with yes people. And if it gets to that point, then you should start questioning it, because you need people that's gonna keep it real with you all the time. And you know, I feel like sometimes, you know, we see it a lot in society. So I'm not gonna say, I don't want to stereotype human nature.
Okay.
To say that it's human nature to want to be surrounded by yes people. Or the more successful you get, the more yeses you want. But like, you want people to give you a different perspective.
Yeah.
You know, with a different perspective.
That's why.
And different intel, now you can make good and sound decisions.
But you know what you have to do though with that is that you have to be willing to be wrong. Right? You have to be bold enough to share your ideas and share your opinion and be open for correction. And that's what I come here to do. I come here with the boldness of I not be right all the time on things that I say. You know, that's why I say check behind me, check the stats, check the, you know, research it. You know, don't believe what I say. You know, it's my opinion. A lot of things I have read for myself and researched myself.
Right.
And some things I've heard, and I'm, you know, but you have to be willing to share your opinion and be open for correction.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are not that bold. They want to stay in a certain mindset and not be challenged. And you need to be challenged.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You need it, you know, so that you could not be, you know, having information that is not correct and going around boldly thinking that it's so. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you know, but it takes a certain individual, certain person. Just like you gotta be able to laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that's real. You wanna know if you're real? You gotta be able to laugh at yourself. You gotta be able to do some fucked up shit or make a mistake and just look at yourself and just laugh at yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know, look in the mirror and laugh at yourself, you know, and be honest with yourself. That's purity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's purity.
Yep. We got a comment that says, if a person desires to reach higher, he or she must feel uncomfortable in the circle where there is bareness. Only then will a person be willing to expand his or her mindset?
Absolutely, yeah. You gotta be open. You gotta be willing to be not the smartest person in the room. You know what I'm saying?
That's important.
It's not the greatest feeling to be left out of conversations on certain topics, but it's the perfect opportunity to step up, to level up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, speaking about, people who speak their mind.
Okay.
Is
that Kanye?
Is that Kanye?
Is it?
Yeah. That's Kanye.
Yeaster. The Yeaster.
Adidas is Adidas is apologizing now. They saying they in the red,
yeah,
yo.
Shorty.
They saying that they lost $1.3 billion.
But listen, then that's also it's tax time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's tax time.
Yeah, I'm checking the play.
How convenient to now fess up. Yeah, we lost big on that. Yeah, it was. And it's like, yeah, y'all get that break.
And they got to be forthcoming to their shareholders too.
Yeah.
Because they got to pay them dividends.
Yeah.
They ain't got no dividends.
It's American business.
Yeah, so them boys.
Business.
Them boys like, we ain't got no more. We ain't got no money with y'all. Sorry, Kanye did it. Isn't there saying that the smartest person in the room admits to knowing nothing?
Yeah.
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 And how about most leaders? You even talking about this before, but most leaders just surround themselves. I think we were talking about 1 week. We were talking about like Kim Kardashian and her businesses.
Yeah.
And you were like, well, isn't that what business folks do? They surround themselves with people that's smarter than them and let them run their businesses.
Absolutely.
So it's like
makes sense to me.
They're admitting, look, I don't know this shit. You do. Go ahead. Here you go.
I learned. Now, was that on here when I talked about Shaq? When Shaq said he was going to business meetings, and the people they were going to go see would speak to him, but then immediately focus on his lawyer and his accountant. And he said, "Oh, these people think I don't know business." So he said he went to go get a business degree, a master's, right? And he said he called Phoenix, and Phoenix was like, we're online. We don't have, in class, we don't have classes, small classes. So he said he paid for 16 of his closest friends and family to take the class with him. Now they all got their masters in business from Phoenix.
Oh,
you know
shit.
What I'm saying? That's bossing up.
Oh, no, that's tight.
You'll be, you know what I'm saying? I like how he carry it with his wealth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like how he carried with his wealth. Like, I respect his moves. You know what I mean? But I thought that was some boss shit right there.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying? And just to show them that, like just like the same thing with Lamar. It's like, yo, I can talk for myself when it comes to business. I don't need two Caucasian representatives or a representative of another nationality to talk for me to do good business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can do the same. Just they don't want to acknowledge us as such, but he's making them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So kudos to Shaq, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all the others that know they worth and know how to talk that talk.
Oh yeah, and look, we got another comment that says, if you see you the smartest person in the room, it's time to move to a new room.
Facts.
Yeah, keep growing. But you also, you still don't want to forget about the other people too. And you share your knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
What other people? What you mean?
If you in a room, say you in a room with some folks, and if you're the smartest person there, then you can help increase the capacity of that room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can bring some knowledge to that room. You know what I'm saying? And then give them an opportunity to learn something, and to grow while you move on and learn some more shit and bring that shit back. Where y'all at? Where you at? What you got now? Let's see if your motherfucker still dumb over there. It's like that.
And being dumb and ignorance and those things are very expensive nowadays. I'm not saying that it hasn't always been, But now, so I see that it's very expensive. Like they say, it costs too much to be poor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's very expensive to be ignorant. You know what I'm saying? You know, because ain't no mercy, man. You know, Big Mama gone and you know, Granddaddy gone. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no mercy. Like if you're not on your shit, people are gonna beat you because they need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're gonna beat you. So it behooves you to educate yourself. And you got YouTube University. You got Google. Between Google and YouTube University, there should be nothing that you don't know once you realize you don't know.
Yeah.
Do I need to say that again? I ain't, but you understand me? You know what I mean?
Man. Well, you know, it's no time better than the present than the start. If you don't know something, you know, especially nowadays, remember you had to go to the library, ask the librarian where something was at, and they would give you a card.
You had to go through that
and
thing.
they go walking around.
What that was called? It wasn't a legend.
I don't know.
It was the damn, yo, because I used to have to use that shit.
But I know. I'll tell you one thing.
Dewey Decimal System. That's
something like that.
Did the boy rock it?
It sound like that. It sound like that.
The Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah. Wait.
Hey.
I think that's what it is.
The Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah. They said, "Ooh," I type it in. It said, "Is it racist?" Yep. Yeah. Is a proprietary library classification system.
There you go.
That's what it is.
Them long ass joints, all them little cards.
Yeah.
And you had to go and find out where the book was. Then you had to go for a walk.
Yep.
And find that joint.
Yeah.
Man, that was a beautiful thing. Being in the library, wow, you just took me back, man. Like that's where I spent my time.
Yeah,
like,
man.
And this was like after I had a kid, and I was maybe in my 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? Living in the hood. But I would go to the library on North and Penn.
Oh, nice.
The same infamous Penn North where all that shit happened. There's a library on that corner.
Really?
Yeah. And I used to spend my time in there reading and this when you first could start using the computers in the library and shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I never was comfortable with just, you know, being just a shitball.
Why you say that?
You know, real spill.
Oh, man.
Not tooting my horn, but just trying to motivate somebody else that you don't have to just throw in the towel because you don't know something and shit like that. Like, every day you wake up, that's another chance. It's another chance to get it. You know what I'm saying? To fix it. You know what I'm saying? It when you go on the ground, when they put you in that casket, or they put your ass in that furnace, you understand me? Yeah, it's a wrap. But until then, every day you wake up, man, it's another day you can fix it. Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody just got a library card. Yeah.
Yeah.
They say, I just got my library card last weekend.
Yeah, go be reckless.
Yeah.
Go be reckless.
Take all them books.
There you go.
Run up $1,000 bill.
Yeah. Who had that? Somebody, Al Bundy, or somebody had the... yeah, don't Bundy that book. Yeah.
Hey, no, seriously, that was one thing I was not good at was returning library books.
That's why it was like that.
Because you get what you get that book and you find what you need, and then it's like, all right, I got it, or I'm gonna return it. Then it's like, damn, where I put the book?
Yeah.
Then you don't know where you put the book, and then it's like, dang, I gotta return that book. I ain't got that book. I'm about to pay for that book.
Visit your local library and find you something to read.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And next week, let us know what book you got, and let us know if you like it, you know, what it is, and if you like it. Go to your local library, man. Find you something to read, man. They even got magazines there. You can get magazines, things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just, you know, grab you something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and one of the reasons why I'm glad you say that, libraries are extremely important. The fact that, and they're in all of our communities. It didn't used to be like that. Like, we take advantage, or I don't think all of us have taken advantage of it to the fullest. You know, like, and I'll be the first to say I'm guilty of that. I haven't even. We got a library in our neighborhood. I ain't even walked in there.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to just walk in there.
I used to hit them joints. North Avenue, the one in Randallstown on Liberty Road. I definitely used to go downtown in the main joint.
Yeah. That's the one I would go to because they got everything down there.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll be down there for hours, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just looking up, same way I use Google. Just looking up things that I'm interested in, getting information, finding out how to do things. You know what I mean?
And that's another thing, like the fact that we have Google. Like, we think that we could just type something in and get the right information, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's accurate. And I'm not saying that when you go to the library and you grab a book, that information is just as accurate or inaccurate. But I feel like you got a better chance after talking to a librarian to guide you the right way in terms of how to do your research and getting different perspectives on the same thing. Like, I remember going to a library, like when I had to do like my big term papers in college and stuff.
I guess
they would suggest.
I guess that's who's keeping the lights on. They're keeping the reason for the funding, right? Is the college kids, because that's who really use libraries the most, generation after generation.
In terms of the public library, the federal government does.
What?
Like, keep the libraries open.
Right.
Yeah, the federal government is paying for it.
But how long would they pay for it if it's not being used? You see what I'm saying? Because
it's still being used. It's just now the crazy thing is it's just being used by the homeless population.
Really?
Yeah. Homeless population go in there. They use the computers.
Yeah, and all day.
They use the bathrooms.
Man. Kudos
take
to them.
a nap. Yeah.
Kudos to them. Because why? It's another day. It's another opportunity to change their situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're homeless, you come here, you might find it in the book.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's in the book. The answer to whatever's going on with you is in the book.
Yeah.
Because somebody else went through it and wrote about it.
The library is free knowledge. We got a comment. The library is free knowledge. The Bible talks about people ignoring wisdom. The library. And kids come to the U.S. for free learning. I've heard that a lot.
And they take advantage of it.
Yeah.
They take advantage of it. That's what I'm saying. We walk past the library, drive past them, don't even think about them, don't go in or nothing.
Yeah, we allergic to it. It's like, it's over there. We're looking over this way.
Yeah. You know, foreigners come here to use it. Like you say, homeless use it. College students use it. But the rest of us on the hamster wheel, we not even going in there or taking our children in there as we should. We should take the babies in there, let them find out how wonderful it is to be in there and getting books and things like that.
And it is I think they've also switched to like more of like a community type of theme.
Yeah.
So they take on the spirit of their community. It's a place where people can connect.
Yeah.
You know, you can meet people. They have different rooms in the library too, so you can meet there and study, or have if you want to organize, a library is a good place to start.
Yeah.
You know, they got information in there. You got computers in there.
You know what? And you can have, like you said, you can have meetings in there.
You can have meetings.
I just thought about that. I was looking for a place to have meetings. You can have them in there. I'm pretty sure it's not expensive.
And they also have equipment that you could use. The meeting spaces, some of their meeting spaces are free.
That's what I'm saying. I figure as much. Yeah.
So, you know, hey, library's a cool spot. Speaking of opportunity, Jay-Z still making deals, y'all. That boy making deals.
Why do I feel like, I don't know. I don't know.
Why you feel like he about to fuck over another generation or something?
This guy, man. Look at this guy.
So Rock Nation, this is Jay-Z and Alicia Keys and Pharrell Williams and Mercedes-Benz are like some of the newest partners for Montclair. They've got like a program that they call Genius, I believe, which is basically where they collaborate with creatives And it says they're giving a glimpse into the new collaborative model during its London Fashion Week, where each co-creator will be presenting immersive experiences and performances that represent their creative visions. So, we see a lot of this cross-marketing now. And, if you're in business, we all should be in business. But I think that it's important that we look at how can we cross-market? How can we get with other brands or different people that are coming up and doing something similar to you? You should try to collaborate, create something with someone else. They might have a product that's different than yours, or they could expand on your product somehow.
Right.
So something to think about. We got, it says there are classes for toddlers and reading programs, and they feed kids lunch in the summer. Oh, that's cool. Yep. And then it says the rooms are free to rent in the library.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that information. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go. And now I will definitely use that.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, that's on the money right there.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what's happening this week? Valentine's Day is happening this week, yo.
What's that?
That's where all the bears and chocolates is gonna be given out. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this. I grew up a different way where it's like, it wasn't like we was getting Christmas gifts or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So we had it's like if you want to do something, then do it. You don't need a holiday or, a day of the year where, the commercialists say you need to go and buy this and go and do this.
Man.
So I'm hoping that, all y'all in your relationships, if you have a relationship or you're in a courtship or something, that you didn't wait till today or this Valentine's Day to show that person some love. Now if you did, the store's gonna be open tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And Monday. So you got a couple days. We looking out for y'all. We giving y'all a couple days if you ain't do something all year. You had a whole year. You know what I'm saying? But now, all right, that's just my perspective. I'm sure there's some, some folks might want to get dressed up and go out. I honestly think that it's gonna be too many people doing that shit.
Already.
Why the fuck I'm gonna go out here and be up in there like this? One, it's gonna be tight. You're gonna have to make a reservation, and your service gonna be shitty, cause it's gonna be everybody gonna be in the spot trying, schmoozy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's for who it's for. Like, you got those of us who have a higher level of consciousness, and we gonna think just like you said, like, nah, I'm not with the goofy shit. But then you got those who that type of thought won't even be thought of. It's straight, I'm going down this restaurant, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Valet parking, grandstanding. I got the outfit, I got everything for it. And that's just how it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they market this type of shit for those that subscribe. That's
right.
why when you said it, I say, what is that? Because it's like, come on, man. Like, at a certain, if elementary school and all that shit is one thing, but as an adult, like, if you're still subscribing to certain things, then, like I said, it's a choice. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. When I was in elementary school, remember them little heart candies that had the little words on them? I used to like handing them little candies out. You know what I'm saying? That was cool.
Okay.
When I was a kid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
How thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing better to do.
But you was like, you just gave them the girls or you gave them the boys too?
Nah.
All right.
Nah.
Just check.
Nah.
Just checking.
Nah.
So you
I don't like that, yeah.
So you was just giving them the girls?
Yeah, I was selective.
and nobody said that was genderphobic or anything like that back then, huh? You could get away with it. I bet you now it's a problem.
Nah.
I bet you I bet you that would be a problem that you can't give out that to just girls. They will. I bet you. I
discriminate.
I like to do a social experiment. Somebody do that with their child, please. I'm gonna try it too. I'm gonna do it. Let's do a social experiment. Send your sons or daughters to school with just something specifically for the opposite sex, and see if anything happens. Let's do a social experiment together and see what's going on out here. Anybody with me on that? Can I get one thumb up? Can I hit the like button? Or, you know what I mean? Give me something. If anybody with me on running this social experiment, you got to come on, man.
We here. We got to fuck some shit up.
Let's shake the cage. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Shit. God damn.
Yeah, we sitting in there, motherfucker, just,
you know.
Sleep. Come on. Oh, he say, Popeyes and chill. Popeyes and chill in the house is my option.
She said, yeah. What she said? Back in the day, not back in the 90s.
Those who know their partner's love language can write a poem and their partner be happy. Economically, couples can do creative things for another just for fun. But okay, that's one perspective. And say, once we got something to say, I'm there for the discounted candy after the 14th.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They'll say it's the dam's fault that you can't give you can't get a candy to the just the opposite sex.
They said that?
Nah, but the comment is it's the Dems' fault, but that's what it was for.
It's the Dems' fault?
Yeah. Because, apparently the Republicans are saying that it's a culture war and it's because of the left.
He said they promote that Lati Doc.
Back in the 90s, kids were bringing Valentine's Day cards for all the kids in the class.
Now, okay, but that's okay for girls to do that. Girls can bring cards for everybody. But as a boy, I'm not giving another boy a Valentine's Day card. I don't like you like that. I ain't like that. We don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We play the football thing with the square, with the triangle.
Yeah.
And you do that shit. That's how we relate. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get his candy, that girl over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That's how we be communicating.
But it's okay for girls to do that.
Just giving them out to all the kids? These are young kids. All right. And what that got to do with it?
It wasn't that serious. It is that serious. Unga bunga.
All right. Ain't that serious?
No, you know, no hardy cards, boy to boy hardy cards. I'll give you a football card.
Yeah.
You know.
Trade a football card. I guess
they generally. So now we see it's generally around the same time of year, huh? Super Bowl and Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
There you go. Happy football day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna keep it G.
Yeah.
Happy football day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Super Bowl to you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what? Oh, Philly in the Super Bowl. So, this is Temple is in Philly. Anybody heard about this? They hold on, we got another comment. Let's see what that is. Thank a straight person you are here today. Straight lives matter. Yeah, man.
Straight lives matter. Man. Ain't we been the target?
Oh, man.
Ain't that something?
A football card.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Happy Super Bowl. You
know
what I mean?
You got so since Philly in there, I think it's Temple's in Philly. And apparently right now all their grad students are on strike.
Why? What's their beef?
Because they not getting the pay. So you know how it works in school. They take the grad students and they turn those grad students into teachers' assistants. And so the grad students actually do the teachers' work. They grade papers.
Yeah.
They basically like the teachers' errand people.
Yeah.
Now, in return, they do get they get health benefits, and they get like a stipend. So I'm not gonna pay you bi-weekly, but at the start of the semester, I'll give you a little lump sum. You know what I'm saying? A lump, not a lump sum, a lump something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you a couple G's. You know, meanwhile, like a tenured professor, even they got adjacent professors and tenured professors. Adjacent professors just teach like a few classes here and there. The tenured professors, like, you can't get fired if you're a tenured professor. It's just like they like judges. You in it for life at that point.
Because somebody's money is on the line.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And once you start, you can't just interrupt that. It's unfair to them who's spending their money.
Yeah.
If you have them, you know, because okay, let me ask you this then. Who dictates policy for professors? Who dictates the curriculum? Is it the university, or
now that's a good question.
Or do they leave that up to the discretion of the professor in how this subject should be approached and taught?
So I think now, all right, let me first say that this is my opinion.
Okay.
And I haven't researched this yet.
All right.
But from my experience, I believe that the deans, because so for each department they got a dean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the dean is basically like the dean is the manager of this department. And the manager reports to you reporting to the provost, which is basically like the president. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Well, excuse
gotcha.
me. Because you got deans of different So I'm dean of communications. So if you got school of communications, all those communication classes and those professors, they answer to the dean. And the dean is the one that's saying, okay, this is what our method is. But the college basically lays out the method, and the college selects a dean that's gonna, facilitate their mission and their brand of education. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't get to that point if you ain't get what they say in Philly. You won't get down, or you want to lay down. You don't want to lay down.
And
you want to stay down.
I'm pretty sure deans were former professors.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So they've been through it. So technically, I think they the ones that say it. Now, so think about this: the Koch brothers, they were paying all of these Ivy League universities to adjust their curriculum by paying into their endowment. They had more power to say what should be and should not be a part of the curriculum. So you
for one particular university,
for Ivy League universities, because they were plucking talent from Ivy League universities to get into politics, and to run their businesses.
Yeah.
So, but what better than to create a farm for the talent that you want? Oh, and Ford Foundations.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Oh, they put money in the HBCUs too? Woo.
Who, the Koch brothers?
Oh, Amazon did.
Is the Koch brothers?
Oh man, you think Jeff Bezos' wife, she giving a lot of her money to HBCUs. You think she got a thing for the
No, of course.
Yeah, she got a thing for the brothers, y'all. She wanna
of course.
Try and make the brothers smarter, y'all. We've been smart. You know what I'm saying? We need more than the money though. We need a bigger investment. That's why the minister is not allowed at Howard. Damn, yo. He ain't allowed at Howard because it's in DC. Did you see that? Bill Clinton when they had the Million Man March? Bill Clinton got out of there and went to University of Texas and said that it was crazy up there. All the black people was up there.
Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
And y'all loved him.
What you mean? Well, he was the only Democrat to balance the budget.
And play the saxophone.
And get some head in the White House.
And bust his lewd on a dress. I guess he was.
These are facts. We ain't making this up. Wait, that's what. Hampton or Morehouse. Yeah. Man, I don't know. Well, speaking of HBCUs, are y'all familiar with? I'll go a little bit off the script right here. Speaking of HBCUs, Coppin State got a new queen. She's your queen to be.
Oh man.
Your queen to be forever. Yo, that was my shit, yo. That was my shit, yo. Oh man, okay. Have anybody seen? Have you seen Coppin State's new queen? Might fuck your head up. It might not.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
That's Coppin State's new queen. Now, apparently, this is it's the first Latina queen for Coppin State. And there have been a lot of people are happy.
I know sisters, man.
And oh man,
I know the sisters up in all on this shit.
And a lot of people they want all the smoke, y'all. They want all the smoke.
I know the sisters up in all about that. I know it's smoke coming out their ears. Is
it? And guess what? Matter of fact, I watched. It was an older black lady.
Oh shit!
It was an older black lady who said, she said, you know what the problem is? She said that HBCUs. This was the place for black people, right?
Who said it?
The old black lady. This is the place for black people. And they gave this award to this girl, and she not black. And she says that this is the problem with all of our institutions.
What's the problem?
That when we have something that's ours, we don't know how to keep it ours. And we are not good gatekeepers.
You know what? That is true. That is true. Something that I've seen myself is that everybody else can make a stand and say no blacks allowed, right? No blacks. But we will be inclusive. We'll say, yeah, anybody that's cool is welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other organizations and other things, they can say no blacks allowed.
Hey, look at that.
And stand on it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so this person says no one ran against her. So okay. So I would like to share that with the old lady that was saying all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, why didn't anybody run against her? Because apparently nobody gave a shit. But and the thing is, think about it like this.
That was Miss Jarrett. That was Miss Jarrett that said that shit.
Think about what that award's gonna do for her.
The old lady pump.
That award, she's the first Latina to get that award from Coppin. That puts her in national news. It puts Coppin in national news. It also helps Coppin be more competitive in terms of admissions. And there's a whole demographic of folks out here that are interested in higher education, and Coppin is interested and increasing their enrollment. So it's a win-win situation for everybody.
You gotta evolve, man. You gotta evolve.
And it says historically black college university. It doesn't say only black people.
Look though, think about it like this too, right? And I ain't saying I'm breaking news, but the Hispanics are coming into the community. They're coming into the inner city communities, coming to all communities. You feel what I'm saying? You might as well get used to it. You might as well get used to seeing them. We should be trying
to make friends.
There you go. To build an alliance with our brown brothers and sisters. You feel what I'm saying? Because we need any allies we can get that truly could relate to our cause and to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of their loyalty and resilience and things of that nature and the way they are with each other within their culture, maybe it'll rub off on us. So we should get used to that, and we should be inviting. Well, there we go. That's what she's saying. We not good gatekeepers. But do you believe they come to take something from us? No, I believe they come to build their own.
Right.
But we can coexist.
I don't think they're afraid to work.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. And so it's like I feel like there's a disconnect, and this is just from my perspective. Yo, what's up, G? It's my perspective. There's a disconnect because you got some black communities welcoming Hispanics with open arms, and then you got some black communities that's upset. It's like, oh, they coming in here, they taking these jobs, doing this, and it's like, wait, but you don't even want to work. You don't even want to do that job. You're getting upset because this person making bread, they making money, and not only do they make money, but then they spend money with their people.
Yeah.
And they lift up their own. They lift up their people.
We can learn if we integrate.
They teach their people.
Yeah, we integrate, then we can get some of them brown dollars. And you know what I'm saying? We can work together.
When you go to jail, how the race is divided. Well, I don't plan on being in there.
They are divided, but this ain't jail. That's what I'm saying. We can't live by jail policy on the streets. We have to learn how to coexist. You know what I'm saying? We have to, man. You know what I mean? It's detrimental to our survival.
We are. You know what we got in common? We human and we minorities. You know, like I mean that says enough. We experience some of the same struggles. Now one of the things you sent me something this week, man, where they was talking about when people come to America, they show them a video, and this is not the first time I heard this. And somebody tell me if you've heard this too. When people come from other countries and then they come into the United States, and when they get in their citizenship, they're showing them these videos, and in these videos they're talking about black people and how black people are violent, how black people are engaged in criminal activities, and you have to be careful and watch yourself around them. You know, if you see they out of place, you need to call the police. Call the police, and then one of the white officers is going to show up and deal with them. You know, so when you hear some of this stuff, when I'm thinking about from the perspective when people are coming in this country and they're seeing that stuff, and then they look at the news, they see how we're being portrayed from that medium, and then the few interactions that they do have, depending upon where they at, where they stand at, then it's like, oh, well, they triangulate it, and they like, well, they must be right, and I believe them now. We gotta take some culpability here and understand that we ain't making it hard for them to say that what they showing them.
Like I say, we live up to the stereotypes.
We live up
to the stereotypes. Yeah, that's on us. That's a choice.
And it's easy to find.
And then you get written off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? By another group of people who could have been an asset. Like at one times we had an alliance with the Jews. You know what I'm saying? And we were eating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead. What that comment say?
Oh, what we got? In the spirit of coexisting, I'm just now reading a comment about thanking a straight person for being here today. That's a false stereotype. There are plenty of people on earth who are the product of non-heteronormative people.
Uh-oh.
You most likely know them, work with them, talk to them. Now, okay, so let's unpack this.
There you go.
I'm gonna read that one more time, and I'd like to hear the people's thoughts on this. You know, all right. In the spirit of coexisting, all right, talking about coexisting. It says, I'm just now reading the comment about thanking a straight person for being here today. That's a false stereotype. There are plenty of people here on earth who are the product of non-heteronormative people. You most likely know them, work with them, talk to them. Now, specifically, the product of... What do you mean by heteronormative people?
Yeah, that's my thing.
Because maybe I don't understand that, but I think about it like this. You need sperm and you need an egg.
Yeah.
In order for me to be here.
Yeah.
So the heteronormative thing is, I guess, all right, so let me take this. You could take a gay male sperm, is that what you're saying? And give it to
I'm already
a lesbian
I need a drink.
female and then make a baby. Is that what you mean by non-heteronormative people? I'm curious. Just, what's next? Mating with dogs? I guess people already kissing them on the lips. Where do we draw the line? Yo, now here's the thing. It's different perspectives on that thing. And I don't know all the answers in terms of this conversation. I can't. I can only speak on what I know. You know what I'm saying? We I don't even know a guest to get to talk about.
See, that's what I'm saying. We're complicating things when we step outside of what is normal and natural.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When we step outside of what's normal and what's natural, we confuse things, and it's just not the same. We make a mess.
Yeah.
Why bother with what God created? Why bother with it? He made everything perfectly, like you said. Sperm and egg. The sperm comes from who? Sperm comes from who?
A man.
Male carrying life in his balls. Woman got the egg. Egg has no life, right? This is a simple thing, right? When we start crisscrossing and mismatching, we create a mess. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be God. We can just be people and live harmoniously and just do what we supposed to do and keep it hetero. You know?
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? When you do all this confusion, and then look how confused we are now when you start talking about it because it doesn't make sense. We're trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense.
well, that's why I'm curious to hear.
Yeah.
As those who are hearing this, I'm curious of what your thoughts are.
Truly.
Because I really can't comment because I don't. I know what I know, and that ain't what I know.
If an individual is for whatever reason, if an individual is not attracted to the opposite sex, they're attracted to the same sex, okay, that's your business. Leave the children out of it. That should be a deal.
Yeah.
That should be a deal, right? If you're not attracted to the opposite sex, because that's the proper way to procreate, right? Then leave that out of the deal.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Why bring another person, another human into it, an innocent child into that, right? And now have them saying that which is not proper, right? Thus confusing this one who has the right to grow up and have a normal perspective.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Leave that out. Because that's not the way it's supposed to go, then leave that out. But to go against the will of the Most High and the creation of the Most High, say, I'm attracted to the same sex, and I want to have a baby with this person.
All right, so it says, so my original comment stems from people who have reproduced with someone else because of forced societal pressures to be normal. So then that means, they gonna cancel y'all. Hey man, look, if we gonna get canceled for having uncomfortable conversations,
we ain't receiving that. Well,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We trying to have a conversation about it. Go ahead, everybody keep getting canceled because don't nobody want to fucking talk. We just trying to talk. You know what I'm saying? We could have two different viewpoints and respect each other. Like I remember when I was younger, I used to watch my great grandmother and my great aunt. They used to have an argument, and my great grandmother used to say, "Look, before we even get started, let's agree to disagree," because she already knew that they wasn't gonna see eye to eye. Like we are a product of our environment. I grew up a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like how I grew up, I've learned certain things. I've learned some of those things to be true. I've had to unlearn some things as well. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my 2 cents.
It was a good razzle dazzle. We got a little riled up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Got a little riled up. It's a very touchy subject, and it's understandable why it is so.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to, but you know what? Since we're talking about it, we might as well talk about God's gender.
Huh?
Yeah. So in Europe, in Europe, gender neutral terms for God are being discussed. Now, so I am of the thought that God isn't a male or a female. God is a deity. A spirit doesn't have.
That's your belief.
Yeah, sexuality. Think about it like this: our bodies. This is our vessel. You know what I'm saying? God chose my soul for this vessel. You know what I mean? But once my spirit leaves, this body isn't going with it.
So, what does the word say in reference to God? They refer to God as the Father. He, right? He, him, right? The Father, Abba. So where do we get outside of that? You feel? It's either you believe the word or you don't.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's maybe somebody else might be saying, hey lady boss, I need a blessing. If he get the blessing, then he's right. If he say, Father, can you cure my mother? And she's cured, then he's speaking. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't knock you if it's working for you.
Right.
That's what it's all about. Does it work for you? Whatever you want to call God or however you want to refer to God, gender-wise, does it work for you?
Right.
All your prayers getting answered. Then you'll know where you at with it.
Yeah. So we got a comment, but men wrote that. But some men wrote that.
You heard what I just said. If you try your own method to whatever, and you let me know how it work out for you.
Yeah. Huh? Just,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Then here we go, another experiment. I'm what's the guy with the crazy hair? The white guy with the crazy hair. I don't know why it's escaping me. Einstein. I'm Einstein. But on a social tip, I got a triple masters in sociology. Never set foot on social experiment, or spiritual experiment. If you want something out of life, other than if you're in need of something, see what works for you and let me know if it works for you. See if you get your prayers answered. See if you get a miracle. See if you get a change that you need. by addressing the Most High as whatever you see him or her as. And let me know how it works out for you.
You said he was gonna say carrot top for the crazy white guy with the hair.
Carrot top. Oh yeah. But I'm just curious as to other people's experiences. Have you ever had an experience? You pray. You said you don't address God as having an agenda now, right? Or is it?
No, when I address God, I say God.
Okay. So when you refer to him in the how can you say that and what in reference when we use in terms of a he or him?
I don't. I just say God.
Okay.
It's God.
So you don't say things like he is able, he's worthy to be praised.
God is worthy.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. All right.
God is more.
All right.
Like who is he and who is she? It's God. It's God. Like,
all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just for me. Like you know what I'm saying?
I am not the utmost theologian. I don't know it all. I just said earlier.
Yeah.
These are my opinions, and I'm open to be corrected.
Yeah, and you know it's funny because it's like this was in the news this week.
Yeah.
You know, and they're discussing this right now.
Everything in the
and I'm like, I mean, for years, even when I was younger, it's just like I just always because I asked my aunt, I was like, well, what's my spirit? What's my spirit look like? It's like you can't see your spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a and I think she explained it to me like, all right, you know how like your soul, your spirit is that which wakes you up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You close your eyes, you sleep for 8 hours, you wake up and it's like that's your spirit. That's how it was explained to me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And it's like I used to always try to like, well, where God? You know what I'm saying? Where I want to see God. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't. It's not like something. I guess the God's spirit is not something that you can physically see. You know what I mean? So that was just my house brother.
Trust me,
you know
it get deep.
Yeah. It get deep, yeah.
It get deep.
Yeah. Well, speaking of deep, oh man, anybody heard about the Horton Woody woodpecker? Yo, guess what they found, y'all? They found this motherfucker, man. He was in the house, man. In a house in California, they found over 700 pounds of nuts in the wall, man. 700 pounds, yo. I lie to you not, man. They said the woodpecker went nuts, stashing 700 pounds of acorns in the wall of a California home.
What period of time, though?
I don't know, but they said the exterminator...
700 pounds?
Yeah.
Or 7 pounds?
They said that the exterminator was called to the house with a worm problem and said that the bird was a bit of a hoarder. Yeah.
How many pounds?
700 pounds.
That's over what
of acorns.
I wonder at what period, over how many years, motherfucker ain't do that in the season.
Yeah, and maybe it could have had babies. They probably had a whole community flying in there eating all them acorns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My man had the corns on lock. He's a corn plug. Yeah.
700 pounds.
They were selling corn. What they corn acorns.
Oh man. Is it God the Father or God the Mother? The black man is God. Breaking news. He's gay. What is that? Alright. Well, that was a comment.
Some ice, bro.
That was a comment. Alright. So to the next thing, hey, it's a new bill coming for drug makers. They about to hit the drug dealers on the head.
About what?
The real drug dealers.
What?
So apparently, they're saying that Medicare want their money back. They said drug makers will be required to pay Medicare back for price increases that outpace inflation.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the healthcare system is crazy. And I don't know why is it this way. I'm gonna give you an example. So so somebody I know, they had like a procedure done, right? And they got a bill, and then they paid the bill. Got a bill, paid the bill, insurance did they thing and all that stuff like that. I think it's because it was like, all right, something out of network, all right, they had to pay. But then they kept getting bills. It's like they just kept sending them bills. And then on the bill, it was a facility fee for like $1,200.
Yeah, you gotta check your
And it's
medical
like-
bills.
It's like, what the fuck is that?
You gotta check behind them.
So apparently they could just put a facility fee on there.
Yeah, they can put all kinds of
They
shit.
could charge you $20 for the
They can
service
put all
that they
kinds
did.
of shit. You gotta check your bills.
And
You gotta check it. They banking on you not, checking your bills like that and be running it up. So one last thing. Lemon juice.
And I don't understand that, man. I think that's they getting away with highway robbery, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you get a bill, check that bill. Don't let them just run away with your bread, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because they going to take your bread and store it like the Woody Woodpecker dude. You know what I'm saying? Or, or the Woody Woodpecker chick. You know what I'm saying? These are my opinions and I'm open to being corrected. That was a good line.
Fact though. Fact though.
Surprise, medical billing, capitalism, privatization, government not having regulation, etc. etc. Yeah, but it's like now that the healthcare system been going around, the drug makers, the real drug dealers billing the government, they like, nah, fuck that. No, we want our money back. You gonna give us our money. You gonna give us our bread.
Okay, but answer me this, if you can. At the end of it, you need some ice?
I'm good, yeah.
At the end of it, who's gonna suffer?
Oh, the people.
All right.
The people gonna have to pay that bill.
There you go. There you
They
go.
gonna have to pay that bill.
There you go. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We get the short end of the stick and what? The long end of the baton.
Hey, oh,
How do you want your beats?
now,
How you want your beats? How you want your stick?
anybody familiar with May the 11th? You know what happened May the 11th?
Enlighten me.
COVID is officially over
Bullshit.
on May the 11th.
Bullshit.
The government is declaring COVID over. So this one comedian was like, okay, tell that to the virus. So you know what that means is, all it means is that all the restrictions, any restrictions go away. So when COVID came in, they had all these emergency waivers come in line, which means that companies could do business certain ways.
Right.
You got a waiver for this, a waiver for that, a waiver for this, a waiver for that. All them waivers going away May the 11th. And it also means that you're not going to get no more free COVID tests. Any type of treatment that's associated with COVID is you on the hook for it. Any vaccines or anything like that, you got to pay for it. The government's not taking any of that. They not paying nothing else. So just, May the 11th, know that. What that also means is keep that date in mind. So if, like, say for example, if you're teleworking, you know somebody that's teleworking, any of those benefits that you're getting from that, it's likely to change. Because when that waiver goes away, now municipalities don't have to play by the federal government's rules anymore and have certain restrictions in place, and they could do what they want, you know. So once the federal government ripped that Band-Aid off, now the municipality is gonna be like, oh, all right, now our shit gone. Now it's time to pay up. You owe up, pay up. We want our money. Where's my money, man? So, you know, remember that date. Speaking of that, how about in New York? They said in New York that now they're not making it a mandate anymore for anybody to get vaccines because 96% of their workforce got the vaccine. So think about all the people that got fired for not getting the vaccine.
They get back pay.
They should. They should get back pay.
They say Kyrie's supposed to get it.
I heard that it was in the court. I didn't hear that so they must have voted on it.
I'm not sure, but
Ooh, he gonna get back pay? Oh, you know they got something for him. If he ain't play them games, he ain't getting that check.
I told you he got God on his side.
I'm happy for him.
Every time the boy make a stand, man, it work out for him.
Yeah,
man.
hey, look, that's
You
a
know,
bad boy. He's a
cheers
bad
to him,
boy.
man.
Yeah, he's a bad boy. Cheers to Kyrie, man. One thing I say about him, man, look, be yourself.
He said telework isn't going anywhere.
Telework ain't going. I don't think it is. I don't think it is either. But
Yeah, when he said chat G, that's right. That ought to be automated.
oh yeah,
It's all automated. So this definitely ain't got going nowhere, but the workers are going somewhere. The workers gonna get the hell out of there. We ain't gonna need as many. You know what I'm saying?
nope. You surely not.
All you gonna need is software engineers, right?
So they said we'll probably lose 890,000 jobs, but then another 900,000 jobs will be created as a result of AI. However,
Bullshit.
it's going to take a certain level of a certain capacity to be able to support the AI. So you can't just come from middle management and you've been doing this for 20 years and then jump into AI like you shit. Like, nah, you're going to have to learn something first. Like,
So
curriculums are going to have to change.
And so you'll have the youngins coming out firing,
Absolutely.
and you older people will be obsolete trying to go back to school, but they already didn't come out firing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, speaking of Chat GPT,
And they'll be thirsty for things that they'll take certain salaries, right?
yeah.
Just to have some affluence and have some things, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They said Google shares dropped $100 billion after its new AI chatbot makes a mistake. So if you ain't know, Google has their bot is called Google's Bard, and it's an answer to Microsoft's Chat GPT. So, you know, I didn't know Chat GPT was Microsoft, but hey, if you didn't know either, then now you know. And Google's got one that's called Bard. Now, they said it's a bruising reception for Bard, the controversial bot that Google launched as its competitor. In the faithful ad that ran on Google's Twitter feed this week, the company described Bard as a launch pad for curiosity and a search tool to help simplify complex topics. An accompanying GIF prompts Bard with the question, what new discoveries from James Webb Space Telescope can I tell my 9-year-old about? And the chatbot responds with a few bullets, including the claim that the telescope took the very first pictures of exoplanets or planets outside of Earth's solar system. These discoveries can spark a child's imagination about the infinite wonders of the universe. And apparently that's wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're saying that James Webb Telescope didn't discover exoplanets. You know, so, you know, it's wrong. You know,
They'll fix it.
it is what it is. You know,
You caught me. It's just like the iPhone and the new phones. Like, you got me. We'll fix it. You know what I'm saying? We'll get the bugs out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll get the bugs out.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, hey, speaking of getting the bugs out, well, they got the woodpecker out. But ask me this. If you ever heard of somebody being declared dead and they were still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So apparently on Long Island, in Long Island, you could be in Long Island and on Long Island. All right. In Long Island, at this nursing home, it was an 82-year-old lady. They said she was dead, but then they found her still breathing a couple hours later.
Where?
At her house, in her crib.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought she was already on the slab.
No. Thankfully she wasn't, but
yeah, it ain't real till you hit the slab.
You know, so that's I guess you gotta be careful about that. You know, the nursing homes and all that stuff like that.
She lucky though. She didn't get to the slab.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo.
Put you on the slab.
Man.
Yeah, man. Put you in a bag. The bag got like a 3.5.
So yeah,
but she's still here.
Yeah,
80 something.
Yeah, 82-year-old woman. They declared her dead on Saturday. Nearly 3 hours later, the staff at the funeral home discovered she was still alive and breathing. This is an awful situation that has caused unnecessary trauma for the impacted residents and their loved ones. The Suffolk County Police say the woman was pronounced dead at 11:15. A little more than 2 hours later, she was transported to the O.B. Davis Funeral Homes in Miller's Place, just off East Port Jefferson.
They had mama ready. They sent mama to the upper room, yo.
All went according to routine, but then the woman was discovered breathing. She was taken to the local hospital.
I know she was like, motherfucker. God damn it, motherfucker.
You trying to get me out of here? It's not my time yet. I do not yield the rest of my time. I am not Maxine Waters.
You ever see somebody who sleep and it's like they don't breathe for a minute and then they take and they just come out of it? You know, then they got like sleep apnea and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's all that was. She just took one of them long pauses.
Yeah. She was holding her breath.
One of them long pauses.
She was dreaming underwater.
You motherfucker, I was meditating. You motherfuckers.
They trying to get me out of here.
Motherfucker, I was meditating.
I told them niggas I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah.
They trying to rush you. You know what I'm saying? Let's say out of a sample of 23 city schools, 0 students tested proficient in math.
Mm-hmm.
Did they allow them to use calculators?
There's a better way, man. It's a better way of doing things, you know what I mean?
Question?
Hopefully they learn from my testimony, my story, my life.
That does suck. Damn, 23? Well, that's where AI comes in. You know what I'm saying? So I think when we were talking earlier about the about us being good gatekeepers, I wanna jump into our, We All We Got segment and talk about that a little bit more.
Okay.
So, especially since it's it's Black History Month, I think it's important that we talk about, like, how many of y'all familiar with Stokely Carmichael? Now Stokely Carmichael, I think he changed his name. My brother put me on to this. One of my brothers put me on to this. He got a new name now. So we'll find out what his new name is. I think he changed his name. I can't find his new name now. Kwame Ture is his new name.
Okay.
Kwame Ture is his name.
Okay.
All right, but then it was Stokely Carmichael. Okay, there we go. Kwame Ture. So apparently John Lewis, who was a senator, was the leader of SNCC.
The old black guy that died not too long ago?
The one that died, yeah. And Carmichael ran his ass out of there.
Why?
Because
Carmichael like one of us?
He is. Carmichael, so what Carmichael wanted, he wanted SNCC to stay all black. He didn't want to, he was trying to be, like the lady said, he was trying to be, just be a gatekeeper. Be a gatekeeper and keep SNCC black. Now when he did that,
how do you feel about that?
He kicked all the white people out.
How do you feel about that? Do you think we should have some things that are just all black and never be inclusive of any other nationalities?
I'm all black. That's not gonna change.
That's you. We're talking about having certain organizations, certain institutions and things that no one else is allowed to become a member of or anything. Do you think that? How do you feel about it? Do you feel that there's anything that we should keep like that? Anything, just anything that we should keep like that?
Probably. It probably is. Do I know what that is right now? I don't.
I got you.
But it probably is. Culture. Why is it that there are certain things that are, like, say for example, I think I went to, they had a Ukrainian festival downtown, and at this festival they had things that were unique to their culture. You know?
Yeah.
That's them. Ain't nobody taking that.
Well, it's not about taking, it's about, I don't know, I guess it's about, like, you know, keeping something exclusive to your people. You know what I'm saying? Not letting anyone else come in, partaking in it, and then ultimately having an influence on it.
Yo said Chinese parliament not diverse. Of course it's not diverse. Who you think over there? Who are they governing for? The United States is a melting pot. They open their borders, and it's a country of immigrants. The Native Americans aren't even considered a part of our government. And it, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's off. I feel like it's upside down. Like it's all fucked up on this side. You know what I'm saying? They say Russian government not diverse. Why would it be? They governing for Russia. Explain Africa. What do you mean about Africa?
This guy here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lot of questions. Where your answers at?
Look at this guy here. Moderators. You know.
So what do you think? What do you think?
Yes, we should.
Now, like what?
That too, I can't say off top, but yes, we should. We should have some things that are just exclusively for us. That's made for us by us, and not let anyone else embark on that or come into that. Gotta have some sense of exclusivity, man. We give everything away.
Yeah.
We give everything away. You know what I'm saying? Being a creator myself, it's not a good feeling to create something and have someone act as though it doesn't exist, but then imitate it. You know what I'm saying? Anything.
Yeah, but I feel like economically, we've been so fucked up economically for centuries that you get in these situations, and then it's like, so I think this is take music for an example.
All right.
Like our intellectual property, how creative black people have been with music. We easily have given up our creativity in exchange for money.
Do you know Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time because of his record sales?
Ain't that crazy? Well, that's not crazy to me. Think about it like this. It makes sense. Who's the majority in the United States of America?
But think about what I just said. We're talking about hip hop, right? Something that was created by black and brown people, hip hop.
Uh-huh.
And now the greatest rapper of all time is a white boy, right? Not saying that we could have done anything to keep him out of it. I'm pretty sure in his hometown they tried, because you know how that is. Period. And it's not even a race issue in other, in most cities. But just the point, the irony of that shit, that something that we created, that we created out of using our parents' old records and all the shit we did, how innovative we were with creating this culture, this thing that also became something that fed our families, right? Gave us an opportunity to fast forward to now, and the greatest one of all time is a white one.
So who do you blame? Do you blame Jimmy Iovine or do you blame Dr. Dre?
I blame whoever the first niggas was that sold out, right? The first niggas who sold out, who should have said, nah, we're gonna keep this.
Wait, because they gave Vanilla Ice was in there. The Beastie Boys was in there.
It was money. It was white money in the beginning. It was white money in the beginning because, when you think about Run DMC was not on his brother's label. They were already on a white label, Priority. And his brother was just like managing.
Okay.
And then when he started his own label, you see what I'm saying? He got the money from Leo.
Right.
Some sort. Leo or Jew was already intertwined in that. All right.
I just now they had white rappers before.
So ain't it a white boy named Luke or something in the NBA?
Luka Doncic.
All right. So how would it feel if
he was the greatest basketball player of all time?
Come on.
At one point, they was like the greatest basketball player of all time was like Bob Pettit or something.
Jerry West, right? Is it Jerry West? Ain't Jerry West the
He's the logo, but he wasn't the greatest.
Was he good?
He was really good. He played with Will Chamberlain. He played with Will Chamberlain.
Well, why Will Chamberlain ain't on as the logo? Sticking hoes. This logo should be like this. My bad.
You'll say advocate the richest nation and resources that everyone uses, but yet the poorest. Tell me who ripping us off. Who's running things? Yeah, the thing is that it comes down to money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got poor people being exploited. And it also, something that we talked about, if you didn't see the last episode or one of our last episodes, we asked the question, is power corrupt? And when if we can't come together as a group of people and get organized, outsiders see it, and that's an opportunity for them to seep in and create some division and find people that could work for them. Comes down to Second Amendment. Yeah. Huh? Well, that's so gotta protect yourself at all times. Nigga fuck with me, nigga best believe it's gonna be pistol play.
When I pop that trunk and I crack that thing, don't make me pop that brain. When the doctor come, it's gonna be flat line, he can't stop that man. Coming through here with some fuckboy shit. You get dumped on quick, you get duck and dip. Behind that door, what's you hiding for? Fofo coming through that bitch. Fucking with some niggas who really gon' ride. Always down, got the hammer on the side. You know we got the Glock and the rock and the weed and the sock. And the motherfucking choppers on standby. Got the gold, got the Mac, shit, get out of hand now.
Head for the trunk, head for the trunk, head for the trunk,
Shit, get out of hand now.
head for the trunk.
Tote that heat, case a nigga won't creep, but that wouldn't ever happen to a nigga like me. Right on the passenger side where it be, with a few more clips I squeeze till I flee. Hand out cracks, hand out weed. Always keep a dime piece, red bone, long hair, big back bitch on her knees. Hit my phone, collect that cheese. Nigga, that's names. Tell me what it is, when it is, nigga, it don't matter to me. When it come down to the beef, we can meet anywhere from the woods to the middle of the street. Guaranteed this to be what it be. All black shirt with them all black feet. All black sweats with that all black heat. No mask on my face, then I put a nigga 6 feet deep.
Got the gold, got the Mac. Shit, get out of hand now.
Head for the trunk, head for the trunk, head for the trunk,
Shit, get out of hand now.
head for the trunk. I got everything that you need, dawg. Choppers, simmies, and the sourdough. You want beef, you serious? 100 rounds, I'm letting off. To the day I die, I'm gon' ball. You hating on me, then fuck y'all. We getting money, nigga, best believe. Then none of y'all pussy niggas fuck with me. Y'all fuck ass niggas ain't scaring me. You just don't know what I do to be. We strapped up niggas, so don't freak. Y'all little niggas don't know me. I'm high as hell, up that good weed. Plus 24 to 'em like Kobe. You say you hard, you say you gangsta. Well, little nigga, come show me.
Got the gold, got the Mac. Shit, get out of hand now.
Head
For the trunk,
head
for the trunk.
head for the trunk,
Shit, get out of hand now.
head.
Damn, nigga, you ain't heard we run these blocks. Nigga, you ain't heard we don't run from the cops. Y'all can pop, chop me low. Got a nigga down with a dead time dot. Now come we 1, 2, but come we got. One with a lid, never try and get a lot. Nigga, mom picking out that cemetery block. Coming through here with that bullshit out. Niggas where I'm from, man, they hustling bang. Got a lot of wine and they got a lot of things. How to get high, all kinds of the brain. Ain't try to spend the money, then fuck you, man. Better get low before I let the heat blow. Hustle how, you must be the bull. Niggas where I'm from, man, they know how to go. Life for the block, have a nigga on the road, you know. Mac. Shit, get out of hand, y'all.
Head for the trunk, head for the trunk, head for the trunk,
Shit, get out of hand, y'all.
head for the trunk.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, classic shit.
hey, yo,
Classic shit.
you
Classic shit.
have you heard about those?
Classic.
And they said, so they can't track these motherfuckers. They printing these bitches out with 3D printers, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now imagine, we didn't even know about the 3D printers before. You know what I'm saying?
I did. I worked at an engineering firm.
Wow.
And they had them. That was my first time seeing them, whether you could, the engineers could produce what they draw up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, you know what I mean? And that's when I was introduced in, like, yeah, you can make all kind of shit with those. I'm like, okay, yeah. You can, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, yeah. And they doing it, man.
Make whatever parts and pieces you need.
They said that it's a huge increase of ghost guns across the United States.
Mm-hmm.
ATF just like released new data on how most of these guns are ending up in crimes and they can't trace them.
Yeah.
So it's I figured that was the music spoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was the right song for that.
Yeah, it's the repeat of a good documentary to watch is Bastards to the Party. You familiar with that?
No. Never heard of
Bastards
it.
and Parties is a documentary that was made by the guy that Suge Knight killed. You know, Suge Knight is in jail for running over dude, killing him he ran him over with the truck.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same dude. It's the dude that's in Training Day. He's the head gangbanger in Training Day when Alonzo went through the Blood Hood. His street name, they call him Bone.
Uh-huh.
I think he had the line. He had a few lines in there. He said something to Denzel's character.
Okay.
Okay, that's Bone. He's like a Blood, and he put out a documentary called Bastards to the Party. And in this documentary, they spoke of how trains would show up in Compton in California before around the NWA era. We remember like they were the first ones to start like talking about those kind of weapons.
Right.
Those automatic weapons, the machine guns and shit like that, the AK-47s and shit like that. That's when we first started hearing about them.
Yeah.
And he said that trains, in the documentary, they said that trains would show up and just sit there for days. And eventually, people go looking in the trains, and the trains were filled with guns. And that's how they got their hands on those military weapons. Fast forward, now you're getting the same influx now of these guns on the street. You see all these kids are running around with these military weapons. It's the same thing. They're just showing up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So it's going the same way, just like with Hoover and the heroin. Now it's the fentanyl. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing of extermination, flushing. But the trick of it all, which I learned is that I see is that it's poison on everything. Is like poison on a trap, right? And when you take it and it kills you, that's your fault. It's the same thing like having a job and somebody on the job antagonizes you and tries to provoke you. As soon as you punch them in their face, you're gonna get fired. It's gonna look like you did it. You did it to yourself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how this whole shit is set up. You know what I'm saying? That's how everything is set up. It always looks like you did it to yourself. Nobody looks at the jury, the judge and jury don't look at the fact that you were manipulated into making that decision. Like everything was engineered for you to be put in this place, and ultimately this is what you was going to choose to do.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? But it still comes down to you did it. It's your fault. There's a penalty you got to pay, right? So when you say about the ghost guns, like I'm saying, it's just the reemergence of that same thing, same plan. Put the guns, because that's what sparked all that killing in Cali with the gangs, was their access to those type of weapons.
Wow.
The old heads to tell you, but for then, you might got one little 22. We know we was coming up, in the hoods and shit like that. Like you ain't had no military weapons. You niggas was fighting, and you might have had a little 38, or you'd have had a little something in your clique, little crack, little crack. You know what I mean? Little pop. You know what I mean? Well, you didn't have these type of guns around like that. It wasn't common.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But thinking about it now, putting those guns in the hands of children who still have a childish mindset of if it's a toy gun, but it's a real gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just destruction. But you did it, right? You did it. All the calamity that's gonna come from it, all the killing, all those dead bodies. That's part of the whole extermination. Catching the ones that commit the act, fill the jails. You understand what I'm saying? I know I'm not breaking news, but you understand what I'm saying? Because they wouldn't arm them. They wouldn't arm these boys if they thought these boys were gonna use those guns on them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They would not arm them. Something would be done about the guns on the street. I watched Fox News, the Fox Baltimore News. They have a Facebook channel, Facebook page, and I went on there and I watched their reels or the shorts or whatever, and they got a bunch of them where they just attacking all of the our black leaders, like, you know what I'm saying, questioning them and shit about different things, and it's like, And they're responding like that, like you wouldn't go at anybody else like that. This was Brandon Scott was telling the chick, Megan, or I think her name was something like Mackenzie, something. He got it in for her. You know what I'm saying? She got it in for him.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, like you wouldn't ask. He's like, you really like disrespecting me with the shit you asking me. It's just like, wow, like, and so it's like they can't even see themselves that you have a long list of reels or shorts that's showing you attacking black leaders.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
they'll say that they don't, but they know.
It's one thing if you can't see yourself.
Oh, they
but
know.
It's impossible for you to not see yourself, and and it's there for you to see yourself. Like, this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's clear this is what you're doing.
Well, they in news now, they don't care that people are biased anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like news used to be objective, but now it's not. You're not getting an objective point of view. People are like, I'm riding with this side.
He says, as a leader, you gotta answer those questions, though. No, you don't.
You work for the people.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I watch those reporters or whomever down Capitol Hill, and they'll back those white boys in the corner, and then white boys will lean on them and make them back up, and they'll walk on off without answering the shit. You know what I'm saying? So no, you don't. No, they don't. It would be ethical. You know what I'm saying? But it's not mandatory.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not mandatory.
And there are different ways to answer a question too. Like Brandon Scott's got a public information officer. So he can, you got questions?
That's what he said. Read the brief. Read what we issued.
Yeah.
I
got an answer for you.
Yeah.
You had your time to go and do your research to try and stump me.
That's
but
your
I got
guy.
an answer for you.
That's your guy, right? You still ride? You still riding with him?
Hey, look.
You in the car with him? You like where he going?
Well, I'm not. Think about it like this. I'm giving him an opportunity to try to create the change that.
How long he been in?
What's this? How many years is this? 2 years? 2 years? Let's see, at the end of his term.
When does he go back for re-election?
When the presidents get elected, the mayors do.
So when that's this
24?
Oh. Wow, he gonna have a tough one.
Yeah, so
he gonna be tough.
The thing is
but if not him, then who? Who's better?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's done some things. The question is let's see. It takes a long time for the stuff that he's instilling for us to actually see a benefit from it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it, like he deserves the time to see those things manifest. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that having Wes Moore in the governor's mansion will be some help as well, because now you've got somebody who does see Baltimore City as the economic engine for the state of Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And is willing to invest state money here. Hogan wasn't trying to do that. You know where Hogan invested his money? In saying, okay, we'll coordinate with you, and we'll, instead of doing a red line, we're gonna increase the police presence with the MTA. So since you won't let us do certain things, we'll use the MTA police and the transit police to do the work that you don't want to do, and then we're gonna point out all the bad things that the Baltimore City police are doing, and we're gonna get people this way. We got the state police, we got the MTA police, we got the transit police, and we're gonna use those police as our power coming from the state to get into your jurisdiction. That's where he was willing to spend his money, but not like on certain other initiatives that the city was interested in. His thing was, the city always gets money, we need to look out for some of the other counties. But he didn't come from the city. He came from, a different county, and he wanted to. I mean, of course, people look out for their own. I want to give my people some of this bread now that I'm in this governor's mansion.
I applaud that.
I ain't mad at him.
But
now what's more than that?
What are you gonna do about the Squeegee Boys?
So they
put up signs, they issuing citations, and the Squeegee Boys is still mobbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, how do you feel about the Squeegee Boys? Just to wrap it up, how do you feel about the Squeegee Boys?
Honestly, I think that is dumb.
Okay.
I think that is, if you're gonna offer a service, then at least offer something that I need. Why don't you just sit? You should just call it what it is. You panhandling. You know what I mean? Like, did you know that like in the '80s they had squeegee stations in Baltimore City? They had signs and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a real thing. They come up, they clean your windshield and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was legitimate. Now it's like, I mean, I get it. A couple years ago, we took some kids to down to South Carolina for like a college tour, and one of the kids was like, "Man, I squeezed you for a couple hours. I made $70, and that was all the money that he had to go on the trip." Cause his parents ain't had no bread, but he stood outside for 4 hours and made $70. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would, if I ain't had no bread, I needed to get some bread real quick, I would do it too. You know what I'm saying? Now, on this side, I'm thinking like, well, I mean, I don't need that service. I got a button. I got a button in my car that will wipe my windshields for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but they wasn't pulling out guns. Yeah, you right. They wasn't pulling out guns in the 80s.
They shot a dude, yo. They busted a dude. Did he die?
Wait, you know why they busted dude?
Wow.
The dude was chasing after him with a bat. And they told him to get out of there. Matter of fact, they told him to get out of there. He came back.
But if they wasn't there, none of it would have happened.
That's true.
There you go.
But he also didn't need to be going and looking for a fight.
Well,
yo, what would you do? You a kid, somebody come running after you at a bat. You like, oh shit.
You asking the wrong person, because as a kid, right? Even as a kid, it's like, all right, this shit gonna have an ending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not what it was. It's turning into something else. I'm gonna figure something else out. You understand me? I'm gonna go sell some waters or something. I'm gonna go up the block, sell some waters. That's just me. You understand what I'm saying? Being innovative, and I would do that and leave that alone, unapologetically. You know, and so that takes us to, Al. We're gonna put it on the grill, right? We're gonna put it on the grill.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it on. We got something to put on the grill. Some good friends of ours. And after we put it on the grill, we got our trill ass trivia. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. You know what I mean? We're gonna put it on the grill. Something from some good friends of ours, Mark Math and Reggie Ruckus. They put out a great project, the Nat Turner Theory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you all ready to check that out. It's on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna put one of my favorites from that project on there. Let us know what you think about it. You know what I mean? Trill ass trivia coming up.
Reggie. Yo. Yeah. Hey, yo, you better act right.
like body cameras on the clamming. But seeing an African as a person to take advantage of. Never a fan of the breeze that smell like pig shit, or the funk of horseman, or that lingers in your wig, bitch. I should have been rich, but selfishness and jealousy and strikes towards my pigment can get in the way. Especially if you ain't coming with nothing wicked to say. Filled with guns, drugs, murder, butter, flipping like a burger. A different type of purging, friends and family included. Politics, religion, whatever is deep rooted. Took my life and rooted to the side, I disputed. Lost a couple of my A1s, no beef because it take funds. Bustin' laughing, folks I make run like yo, you foul. Inside I smile, but it shows up as a scowl. Think I'm finding you out now, but yo, I've been new about it, never complicated when it's plain and simple. Unapologetically, these motherfuckers won't let it be. You say you get it, well, let me see. You're interfering with a legacy. That's why I said unapologetically.
That's for you, kid. Say your little shit right there. And then they come with the
I'm not sorry.
They still killing unarmed brothers, mothers, and a whole bunch of others. Undercovers, destroy neighborhoods, they hover with lethal weapons. And I ain't talking Danny Glover, cold-blooded. Even with the body cam, see they bitch niggas trying to prove they the man. Then get you hype, and then they throw you in the can. You understand? See, that's the motherfucking plan. It's a war going on outside that we ain't safe from. You get killed by them or your day one. Programmed by them that hate your day one. When they have success and yours haven't come. And see, they don't wanna fight, just shoot aimlessly. No regard for life, and that's pain to see. Any day could be your last, could be you or me. Feel like a trap, but this the whole
Unapologetically, these motherfuckers won't let it be. You say you get it, well, let me see. You're interfering with a legacy. That's why I said unapologetically.
That's for you, kid. Say your little shit right there. And then they come with the
I'm not sorry.
Like the lyrical trinity, this the energy of divinity. For evil is the remedy, Nephilim can't censor me. Rest in peace the kid, I pray you in a blessed heaven. Perfected sessions, make your music like a resurrection. Equality in America, we are never getting. Ghettos always the neglected and disrespected sections. We hunt money for our businesses to run, dummy. We are gods, not the humans evolved from monkeys. Over time for the knowledge, I have become hungry. Electricity is in me and jewels come from me. God is bigger than just one book in some countries. Not a Muslim, but begun studying 120. I'm hearing truth from the percenters in the 5 Nation. Righteousness is the vibration. Say goodbye, Satan. The light will bumble all your darkness when you going home. Bitch, you don't control the throne. Soon you will be on the throne.
Unapologetically, these motherfuckers won't let it be. You say you get it, well, let me see. You're interfering with a legacy. That's why I said unapologetically.
That's for you, kid. Say your little shit right there. And then they come with the
I'm not sorry.
So since it's not about if you good or you bad, we know that because he don't got don't mean he was bad. Or don't mean he's a criminal, or don't mean he's crazy, or a drug addict, or none of that. It just means you don't got it.
Yeah. My man, Mark Math, Reggie Ruckus, Nat Turner Theory, available on all streaming platforms. Check it out. Great project. Great artist. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You won't be disappointed. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorites right there. You know what I mean?
Music is substance.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites right there. So for the Trill Ass Trivia, we got Trill Ass Trivia. You ready to put your thinking caps on? Ready? Get your Googleator fingers heated up. You already know. You know, you answer correctly, put your answer in. If you're correct, put your Cash App in, cash prizes. A token of our appreciation for y'all spending time with us, having good conversation with us. We'd like to have a little fun with you, see how sharp you is. Like Big O say, some of it's tough, some of it's a little, maybe a little more simpler. So the nice Trill Ass Trivia question is, in the 70s there was a sitcom the Jeffersons, who was a rich dry cleaner who lived in uptown New York, lived in New York, Manhattan. What was the name of his housekeeper? Let us know. What's the name of his housekeeper? Who has that answer? Yeah. In the Bucks. Yeah.
I'm gon' ball. You hating on me, then fuck y'all. We getting money, nigga, best believe.
Look at this guy, the Google later. The Google later does it again. But are you even old enough to know that answer without Googling it? The Google later. Man, he get real name. Yeah, show it. Hey, I respect that.
Google late. Google late.
Boy, you gonna be MVP around here. You
Google late.
Alrighty. Well, you already know you are a frequent winner.
Frequent flyer.
Yeah. So we got you covered, young man. We got you covered, man. You understand what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. You know what I mean? And we definitely gonna be back next week.
Yeah, bring a friend.
Yes. Yeah. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit the share button. Subscribe, follow us. We appreciate the engagement. We like the algorithms to see that we engaging with our people and that they really like what they seeing, what they getting. And we appreciate y'all. And we definitely gonna see y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? Some more topics, some more great conversation. You already know.
Peace.
Peace.